Zechariah chapter 12 verses 10 to 11 and chapter 13 verse 1. They shall look on him whom they have pierced. I will pour out on the house of David and on the inhabitants of Jerusalem a spirit of mercy and supplication, so that when they look on him whom they have thrust through, they will mourn for him as one mourns for an only child, and they will grieve for him as one grieves over a firstborn. On that day the mourning in Jerusalem will be as great as the mourning for Hadad Rimmon in the plain of Megiddo. On that day a fountain will be opened for the house of David and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, to purify from sin and uncleanness. Why was the mourning so dramatic in Hadad Rimmon? That is an area where one of Israel's great kings, Josiah, and destroyer of idol worship, was killed. Israel, like all nations of the world, have had both good and bad leaders. Josiah's kingship was one of the high points in Israeli leadership. He began to rid Judah and Jerusalem of idol worship. He then cleansed and repaired the temple in Jerusalem. As a result of this effort, the high priest Hilkiah discovered in the sanctuary the book of the law, by Moses. Josiah restored worship in the temple. He centralized sacrifice, even centered the Passover in Jerusalem. He protected the borders from invasion and formed alliances with surrounding countries to protect those borders. As a result of an alliance with the Assyrians, he was killed in his attempt to stop Egypt from crossing Israel in an effort to attack Assyria. Josiah was pierced by an arrow and died at Hadad Rimmon, and the whole country went into mourning over his loss. Josiah was 8 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 31 years in Jerusalem. And he did what was right in the eyes of the Lord, and walked in the ways of David his father, and he did not turn aside to the right hand or to the left. For in the 8th year of his reign, while he was yet a boy, he began to seek the God of David his father, and in the 12th year he began to purge Judah and Jerusalem of the high places, and carved and the metal images. And he broke in pieces symbols and the carved and metal images, and he made dust of them and scattered it over the graves of those who had sacrificed to them. Idols always break the hearts of their worshippers, C.S. Lewis.